Are you preparing for the Literacy and English Language Arts Test Code 221 on the NYSTCE Multi-Subject Teachers of Childhood Grades 1 through 6 exam? I can help you out. My name's Olivia, and I'm a test prep expert with Study.com. Welcome to Everything Teacher. Today, I'm going to walk you through a few questions that are similar to what you might see on the Literacy and English Language Arts section of the NYSTCE Multi-Subject Teachers of Childhood Grades 1 through 6 exam. This subtest can be pretty daunting, but don't worry. If you study and practice ahead of time, like you're doing right now, exam day is a breeze. But before we get into the examples, let's go over what to expect on the test. The Literacy and English Language Arts subtest covers quite a few subjects, including knowledge of literacy and language, instruction in foundational literacy skills, and English language arts. The goal of this test is to ensure that you have the knowledge and skills to help students master topics like comprehension, decoding, phonics, and speaking at a level that's appropriate for them. You'll answer 40 selected response questions and 1 constructed response question during a 2-hour period. Time management is a crucial part of passing this test, and I have a couple strategies that can help you answer every question. So, if you're ready to get started, let's look at some example questions together. Alright, let's begin. Which of the following is the most appropriate method to assess a student's development of phonemic awareness? The key word here is phonemic. Phonemes are the individual sounds that make up words. We can guess that the correct answer will describe phonemes in some way. Glancing at the answer options, C looks like the best answer because segmenting words into sounds is a core task for assessing phonemic awareness. But when you're taking a test like the NYSTCE, it's important to read every option to make sure you're choosing the best answer. So let's keep looking. A. Asking the student to name all the letters of the alphabet. This is wrong because phonemic awareness doesn't require knowledge of letters. This assesses alphabet knowledge. B. Having the student match rhyming words in a poem. That could assess broader phonological awareness, which includes rhyming, but this option doesn't specifically address individual phonemes. D. Having the student read a list of high-frequency words. Well, that's more decoding and word recognition, not phonemic awareness. Now we can be certain that C is the correct answer. Let's do another question. Which of the following best distinguishes a fable from other types of narrative texts in children's literature? Now, a fable has a clear and probably familiar definition, but when the pressure is on, the distinctions between fables, fairy tales, and myths might get a little blurry. So let's use the process of elimination to get rid of wrong answers first. A realistic setting with detailed characters? Sounds a little more Tolstoy than Aesop, so cross it off. Similarly, C, a sequence of events based on historical facts, is a definition more suited for historical fiction or biography. Now let's look at D. A humorous plot that includes nonsense elements. Well, nonsense literature is a genre of its own, so we're left with B, a moral lesson conveyed through talking animals. And that's exactly what a fable is. Ready for another question? Which of the following instructional strategies best supports students in learning to decode multisyllabic words? This one can be tricky, since there are a ton of effective strategies for teaching students to decode words. The process of elimination can help us out here too. Our keyword is decode, so look at the options with things like pronunciation and letter-sound relationships in mind. This question isn't asking about vocabulary recall, so D is out. It's not asking about understanding the meaning of words either, which is what we use context clues for, so it's not C. We also know that memorization doesn't foster decoding or transferable reading strategies. We're left with option A, which is focused on morphological awareness, an essential skill for decoding longer words. Out of these options, A is certainly the best. Great job. Let's do another. Which of the following best supports students in developing effective oral presentation skills for academic contexts? For a situational question like this, we can use context clues to hone in on the right answer. Right away, we can spot that casual language and academic contexts don't go together. Likewise, we know that speaking regardless of delivery doesn't develop effective oral presentation skills. You'll lose the audience if you don't focus on delivery. Option C absolutely aligns with effective oral presentation skills, which require not only strong content, but clarity, fluency, and the ability to engage an audience. But just to be sure, let's look at the last answer too. Rote memorization without understanding could lead to robotic delivery and poor adaptability. And here's an extra clue. As teachers, we always want our students to understand the content. So C is the correct answer. I hope you're feeling more confident about the Literacy and English Language Arts subtest. It covers a lot of topics, but with plenty of practice and strategies like the process of elimination and harnessing context clues, you don't have to be worried about passing. For more practice, check out the NYSTCE Multi-Subject Teachers of Childhood Grades 1 through 6 playlist. And for even more detailed practice, strategies, and customizable study materials, head over to study.com and check out the NYSTCE Test Prep course. Those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short, targeted video lessons specifically developed based on the latest test updates. With our resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to this channel to get all the latest NYSTCE test updates. And please, leave your questions and success stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and happy studying!